Hey guys, welcome back to another video this week. Today I'm going to be extending on some ideas that I covered in my last video about staying loose with your grip and having a full complete swing throughout. And if you haven't seen it, we're going to put a link in the description below so you can watch that. But I want to move on to the next phase of this exercise and really get you guys swinging fully on all your ground strokes. The things that Jordan and I are seeing a lot when we're out there coaching our players at the club is that I see players taking, full swings, going through, missing shots, and then instead of figuring out why they missed the shot, they start going with these slow, abbreviated, kind of half swings, and they just start thinking that because their full swing was going out, they need to slow down and take a half abbreviated swing. And that is the wrong way to approach the game. What we really want to do is have that loose grip like we worked on last week, have a full swing, and then with that full swing, we make adjustments to our shots. And I just want to go over some of the adjustments that you can make if you're in a match or in a situation and your ball's going out. You've got to learn how to be your own coach. So I'll start with balls that are going long. That's the most common error I see, and it's the one that people have the toughest time figuring out why it happens. The first thing we always talk about is having a semi-western grip on your forehand or more of a continental to eastern grip on the backhand. This closing of the face keeps the racket face down so that when you swing low to high, the racket face is perpendicular to the ground at contact. Now that doesn't always happen. I see a lot of players, they get in and they swing and the face is open at contact, and that is when the ball is sailing long. So we're going to talk about why that happens. And the most common reason that the racket face is open at contact is that players don't know how to properly get into the power position. And you might not know what the power position is. The power position is when the handle is in front of your hand leading and the racket head is lagging behind, and you have that L in your wrist. You're going to find that, we did a video on that actually, about leading with the bottom of the racket and leading with the handle. That's the power position. You can find that on the serve where you lead with the handle there. Volleys, you lead with the handle. That is a key element to all swings, but especially on the forehand, because when we bring the racket back, the handle, the butt cap, is pointed backwards. If you're in this proper grip here, and as I do my unit turn, the handle is facing backwards. And as I start my swing, the handle needs to flip and go forward. And that flip that happens, that's when people open up the racket face because they don't know how to do it properly. So I'm going to show you how that should be done, and it's really a lot easier than a lot of people make it out to be. A lot of people, when they do their unit turn, they might bring the racket down and they turn their hand to get the racket handle going forward. They turn it like this, and as they turn it, the face just naturally will open up. And you can see if I start with it open and now I swing low to high, there it is. The face is slightly open at contact. That ball is going to launch long. So how do you do it properly? And it's really that loose grip is key. I'm doing my unit turn here. I'm dropping the racket down like this, and then it's all in the hips and the shoulders. As I bring my hips and shoulders forward, the face stays down because I'm not moving my hand. I'm not doing it with my hand. I'm just letting my hips and shoulders throw that racket into that power position while keeping the strings pointed down, and then I just swing. I'm already ready to go. If you watch it happen in kind of slow motion, you can just see that kinetic chain where that racket face goes down, the hips and shoulders open, and the last piece of the swing is that racket coming forward. So that's the key to keeping the racket face down. If your ball is still flying, you're probably in too much of a continental to eastern grip. I would start getting that face closed. I always tell players, throw your racket down on the ground, pick it up. This is a really good grip right here. The strings are facing out, and as long as you keep that palm down and the strings down, it should be perpendicular to the ground at contact. So that's when the ball is flying long. Now, what about when the ball goes in the net? Maybe you do all that right, and the ball goes into the net, and players will say, oh, well, I need to open the face up. But that's not really the way to fix that shot when the ball starts going into the net. When the ball goes into the net, it usually means the trajectory of your swing is a little too flat and straight instead of low to high. And a good way to fix that when you're taking your swing is to lift up and feel those elbows come up. That will ensure that you're swinging low to high and that you're getting some arc over the net. Also, you can start using your legs a little more and kind of lift up and get some lift, but you really want more of a low to high swing than a straightforward swing. So you know what to do if the ball's sailing long, you know what to do if the ball's going in the net. What if you're missing the ball wide on either side? Well, that's easy to fix too. That's just your contact. So when I go to hit my forehand, if I'm playing a cross-court ball and I take that ball and I miss it wide by about an inch, instead of taking a slower swing or tightening up and being careful, I just need to know that the reason that ball went wide was because I hit the ball too early. The next time that ball comes, I'll find it in my right spot right there and I'll hit my target cross-court, which should be 3 to 4 feet inside that single sideline. Same thing on the backhand. If I'm hitting that ball wide, I'm catching it a little early and it's gonna go wide because I'm too far out in front. That happens in doubles a lot too. Let's say I'm trying to hit my forehand cross court away from the net player over here in the deuce court, but I catch it late and it goes to the net player. Well, that's a contact problem too. I've got to get prepared early and get that racket out in front so I can pull it away from the net player. So your contact point will affect the direction of your shots. The lift will help you get it over the net, and the racket face, keeping it closed, will keep you from launching it out of the court. And by making those adjustments, you can still take a full swing on everything and really let loose on your swings, stay relaxed, and go fully through on everything. That's how you want to be playing in your matches, and you've got to learn how to become your own coach when you're out there on the courts. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you can go out there and swing out on your shots and play loose and relaxed. If you liked the video, please hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, and we'll see you next week with another video.